is Dokken right here on your classic metal show with Without Warning, Tooth and Nail. And starting off the show tonight, we heard something from Queensryche with Take Hold the Flame, and the guy who has actually been in the flame as well as taken hold of the flame, taken hold of the mic, my good friend and partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
What's happening, man? How we doing?
How do you like making burn jokes?
I'm very offended and flabbergasted by those jokes, and yeah,
will you be quitting the show because of it?
I'm gonna go lay back on my bed and crawl up in the fetal position and hide, because God forbid you made a burn joke about something I actually went through.
I know.
That's terrible. You're meanie.
I'm insensitive.
You're bullying me.
Yeah, pal.
You're not burn centric. You're burn phobic.
Right.
You're a burnophobe.
A burnophobe. That's a good one. I like that.
Fuck all these social justice faggots.
Well, we got some social justice faggotry to talk about tonight, but boy, I'll tell you what, you've had kind of an active week. I actually got out of the house a little bit this week myself, and we got some stuff to talk about. Yes,
I need to wake up. I am really struggling today.
What did you take a nap after your Twitter war?
I think I woke up to have the little Twitter war. And then
so you slept before the Twitter war.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, I've been in bed since last night when I texted you.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't get up at all. I'm fucking so hungover. I'm still hungover. It's 24 hours later.
Really? You tied it on at the Queensryche last night?
I drank a lot.
Really?
I drank a real lot. It just... You probably can't relate to this, but I know many of the drunken assholes in our audience can. There's just times when you start drinking and it just tastes so good, and you just keep them coming and just keep them coming. And that was me last night. It was we went to the Wing Warehouse, which is right by the MGM where Queensryche was playing.
That's on the north end of the parking lot.
Yeah. Well, we got there at 5:15 for an 8 o'clock show.
All right. So you got there a little less than 3 hours ahead of time.
Yeah. And I ordered it. First, it was just me and Kelly, and then John showed up, and then our friend Joe showed up as well. Not Joe Cleon, a different Joe, although we did see Joe Cleon.
All right.
But so when Kelly and I got there, we just sat down and both got a drink. I just got a beer. She gets her Jack and water. And I mean, this beer might as well have been Scarlett Johansson's pussy juice. It was so tasty and so perfect, and so the right temperature of cold. And then it was just on from there. It just went right down. And then it was like, all right, let's start doing shots.
You know what it tasted like?
What's that?
It tasted like another.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it, man. But oh my God, it just was on from there. It was just shot after shot after shot after shot after shot. I mean, I picked up the bill, and it was $170, I think, for the just for the drinks before the show.
I hear you. Well, I could understand that.
You know, so they were going smooth. We had, I don't know, 9-10 drinks, whatever there. And then we go to the whatchamacallit, the Roxino.
Yeah, the MGM.
The MGM. And at the MGM, we're having more drinks. Now I've switched to Jack and Cokes. Had a couple of those. And then after the show, then we went back over to the bar and had another drink over at the bar.
Nice.
And I was still home by 11.
So you got your drank on.
I really did. I threw down quite a bit of booze last night.
Well, there you go. It's been a while since you've done that, hasn't it?
It has been. And I think that's why I feel like shit today, because I mean, I know it's the big myth that I'm always drinking or whatever, but I'm really not. I don't, when I drink, but But for the most part, I don't drink, like even during the show anymore. I don't drink beers during the show. I drink coffee or water or whatever.
I know. I noticed. I think that's probably a tribute to the uptick in the show and the goodness of it.
Well, you don't think it was good when I was showing up every week hammered and getting the worst?
No, it was good, but it's even better now.
When I was chasing, remember the one night I was chasing some rot gut whiskey with wine?
Wow.
That was like early in the divorce process, but I had a bottle of wine sitting right here, and I was drinking the wine, and then I was chasing it or going the other way. I had this rot gut fucking whiskey, and I mean, it was some shit.
Was it Jesse James Dupree bourbon whiskey?
I think it was maybe one step above that, but which is barely a step above warm piss.
Right.
But I was drinking that and then chasing it with, remember, it was Barefoot wine. It was shit wine too. It was.
Well, yeah, it's inexpensive wine. Yeah, I mean, Barefoot isn't terrible wine. It's just inexpensive.
Yeah, it's what, $4 for a gallon?
What gallon? But yeah, I mean, there are various Barefoot products, but I mean, it's not real expensive stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I kind of just stopped. I mean, if I do a drinking show with John, that's one thing. But when it's me and you, I need to be a little more
sharp.
Well, what it really was coming down to, and I guess maybe it's just age, was that I was getting to the 2:00 hour, and I was just like, "Fuck this! I'd rather go to bed." And I listened back to some of the segments, and you'd be like reading some segment, I'd be like, "Mm-hmm, yep."
I'm ready to close my eyes now.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Eye in the clock going, fuck, 2:25. Can I make it 35 more minutes?
Right.
Fuck, 2:27. Can I make it 33 more minutes? So yeah, I quit drinking during the show about 1.5 years ago, I guess.
Right.
And I think I've had one beer since during the show, but I don't drink like at home. Like I know a lot of people, like you do. You have a cocktail every now and then at home.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but and I do during the show. I mean, after the first hour, I start having a couple cocktails. Probably from like the 10:00 Eastern hour, I probably have one an hour until the end of the show. So I probably have 5 during the show.
Yeah. See, I can't do that. And I especially can't do that in real life. Because in real life, if I start drinking, even if it's here at home, I ain't stopping. Just like last night. Last night, I mean, I should have been a little more responsible, had 2 or 3 drinks, gone, enjoyed the show, come home. No, instead it's got to be 10 to 15 going down my fat gullet.
Right.
I have zero. I am a total alcoholic that just doesn't violate it as much as I used to, I guess. But yeah, I can't drink at home. I can't socially have a beer watching a baseball game sitting on my couch. That's impossible to me.
You can't stop.
No, exactly. I mean, dude, when you don't really drink beer, but like when you drink wine,
yeah,
you go and you buy something that tastes good.
Yeah.
But when I go to buy beer or alcohol or something, I never buy like the regular serving bottle ever. If I go to buy beer, I buy the 30-pack. If I go to buy Jack Daniels, I buy the $75 bottle of it. It's fucking way big.
Yeah.
If I was to buy wine, I'd buy it in the big jug. I don't even think on those terms of.
Yeah, you go for quantity, not quality.
Like I have friends they'll like hit the store on the way home from work and grab a 6-pack. That is foreign language to me. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine saying, all right, I'm going to have a couple beers tonight and only having 6 in the fridge.
Right.
All that means is that I'm going to drive half drunk to go get more. That's all that means is that I will jump in my car after downing a 6-pack and running to the store to get more.
Yeah.
And there better be a drive-through because God damn it, I'm not going in.
Right. Well, there was years ago when I lived in an apartment. There was a guy that lived right next to me, and he drove one of those little Chevy Love pickup trucks, one of them small ones, one of those small Chevys.
Uh-huh.
And every single day, he came home from work, had a case in the bed of the truck.